Welcome back, ARPG fans. Today we are diving into a game that promises to slice through the action RPG genre like a katana through butter. Rise of the Ronin. That's right, Rise of the Ronin is Team Ninja's upcoming open-world action RPG set in 19th century Japan, and it's already got people sharpening their virtual blades in anticipation. But the real question is, does it actually stand out in a genre that's already drowning in swords, samurai, and self-important protagonists who just won't stop brooding? Before we get into what makes Rise of Ronin different, we need to talk about what it's up against. And folks, let's be honest, it's got some absolute heavyweights to deal with. Because if you've ever played Ghost of Tsushima, Nioh, or Sekiro, congratulations. You've already experienced about 70% of what this game will be compared to. On one side, you got Ghost of Tsushima, which is basically the video game equivalent of a samurai film directed by an AI that was force-fed Akira Kurosawa movies for about a month. It's stylish, it's cinematic, and makes you feel like a noble warrior with a deep, tragic past, even if, in reality, you just spent the last 20 minutes chasing a fox. Then there's Nioh 2, which is like if Dark Souls took a semester abroad in Japan, got into martial arts, and came back with a sleeve tattoo and suddenly was obsessed with demon lore. And finally, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, a game that looks beautiful, plays like a dream, and also punishes you so brutally for your mistakes that it might as well come with a pop-up saying, "Have you considered therapy?" But before we dive into what makes Rise of Ronin different, if you're enjoying this deep dive into gaming's best and bloodiest, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It helps the channel grow, and it means you won't miss out on more epic gaming breakdowns just like this one. With all that competition, Rise of Ronin has to do more than just look pretty and let you slice up enemies like a hibachi chef on performance enhancers. So what does it bring to the table? First up, Rise of Ronin is an open-world action RPG. Not just an area, not semi-open, but full-on go wherever you want, you magnificent wandering sword boy, open world. And in case you're thinking, hey, didn't Ghost of Tsushima already do that? Yes, but Rise of Ronin adds a few new twists. For one, the setting is different. This isn't feudal Japan, it's the Bakumatsu period. The chaotic final years of the samurai era, when Western influence was kicking down the country's doors and yelling, "Have you heard of capitalism?" Second, there's a greater focus on choice, and I don't just mean do you stab this guy or do you stab that guy. Though, let's be honest, that will absolutely be a thing. No, the Rise of Ronin lets you align with different factions, including the Shogunate, the Imperialists, or even forge your own path, meaning your choices actually shape the story. Which is great, because we all know how much gamers love making choices and then immediately regretting them. Of course, no Team Ninja game would be complete without combat that makes you feel both powerful and slightly terrified for your own safety. And Rise of Ronin seems to be taking the best parts of Nioh's fluid, combo-heavy combat, but making it more approachable. And think Sekiro, but with more weapon variety, more customization, and slightly fewer rage-induced controller throwing incidents. And let's not forget the coolest new addition, grappling hooks and gliders. Yes, you heard me right. Forget just running through the towns. Now you can zipline around like a feudal Batman, which is not historically accurate, but who cares? Let's just look awesome. So does all this mean Rise of Ronin is guaranteed to be the best samurai game ever? Well, let's slow down. We have seen promising games drop the ball before. Cyberpunk 2077 launch, anyone? But from what we've seen so far, Rise of Ronin has the potential to be something special. An open-world samurai RPG with deep combat, historical intrigue, and a narrative shaped by player choice. That sounds like a dream. But ultimately, it comes down to execution, and that's where we have to trust Team Ninja. Because if they can pull this off, Rise of the Ronin won't just be another samurai game, it could be the samurai game we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
So, whether you're a hardcore ARPG fan, a history nerd, or just someone who likes cutting people in half with a really sharp sword, Rise of the Ronin is a game to watch for. And if nothing else, we now live in a world where we can glide into battle with a katana in one hand and a pistol in the other. And honestly, that's beautiful. Thank you all for joining me today, and I hope that you enjoyed the content. Remember to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what's your most anticipated game this year. And if it's another remaster of The Last of Us, please, for the love of all things holy, expand your horizons. Goodbye.